you do tend to see these younger lawyers using probate as a scare tactic to get people to do a revocable trust. And I think a lot of that is exaggerated. But in my later years, I've changed my whole philosophy, and I don't lead with probate as being the biggest factor or biggest benefit in having a revocable trust. So Todd, I'll ask you that question and I'll kind of give you my top pick, but what would you say are some of the other primary benefits that a revocable trust could do for you?
Yeah, first of all, I totally agree. I think I've made the same transition in how I talk about probate.
Yeah, because you're a 15-year lawyer now, and
I'll say to clients occasionally, because I've done so much probate work over the years, I know my way around the probate court. Not to say that if you can avoid it, you should. You know, I mean, you definitely, if you can plan to avoid it, it's good. But I'd say how someone inherits something is often more important than whether it goes through probate.
how and when?
Yeah, exactly. So if we're talking about even a simple situation, one of my children is still a minor. I wouldn't want to not have a plan in place where a part of my estate is, or my life insurance or whatever else goes to a minor child without any restrictions.
Yeah.
And so a trust, you know, even a very simple, basic, almost purely boilerplate trust is going to provide for that issue. And so when we talk about the importance of doing a revocable trust for a family like mine, it's not really even about avoiding probate. It's about how are my kids going to be impacted by the
Yeah, and
inheritance.
I think even the most boilerplate type of trust and probably suits a lot of Americans today is that payout to the kids would be maybe a third at 25, a third at 30, or a third at 35. That's a very common scenario. So with having a trust, you can control the timing of when the kids get control over the assets, and I think that's very important.